What's going on, guys? It's been a while. Studio's back up and running. Today we want to display a new product we got coming out here. These are going to be our 1/9 beadlock wheels. We're going to call them the Sinful Vision beadlocks. And that's just literally a collaboration between us, Corruptcarbonworks, and VisionRC. So we've been posting some videos of our trucks running. You can kind of see them being put to use there. We've had quite a few sets out being tested for a long time, no problems. So we said, let's do it. Let's bring them out and let's give them to the public. That's exactly what they want. So with these beadlocks, we wanted to bring in obviously carbon fiber with us, material that we use all the time in our name. We love it. It's on our chassis. So with that, with the new Jekyll and Hyde, the Reapers and such, so we brought the forged carbon to you, and we're going to bring it in 3 different wheel faces, and then we're going to show you how they work here, how to assemble them, and some tricks of the trade that we came across while putting them together and things like that. So let me get the other camera set up and I'll show you guys what we're talking about. Alright guys, so here are how you're going to receive at least the wheel drums and such, and then obviously you're going to open it up. Awesome stickers from VisionRC, can't beat that. You're going to have obviously 4 wheels, all the hardware to go with it. So you guys are going to have 2 different lengths of hardware in these, okay? One's going to be a little bit longer, one's going to be a little bit shorter, and I'll show you a reason for that here shortly, alright? Just to start off, it's going to have 1 screw to hold the beadlock ring in, barrel, and then the rear, obviously. Well, the ring, barrel, front beadlock ring. Okay, guys? So I'll show you here with just, let's say, our flat front. This is the silver forged carbon. You can see that. So when you look at these rings, you can see, if it'll focus here for us. There we go. We've got 1 open hole and then 1 flanged looking hole. You can see it on both sides. Okay, so the not through holes, the opens like this, these are going to be what holds the wheel face on, and then this is what holds the beadlock ring on, okay? And I'll explain that a little bit more here shortly. So we've got the full number of holes all the way around on the wheel face. It's kind of hard to see on that one too. You can see it on that one also. So what we'll do, I start, which would be the top here. The shorter ones will be used just for the carbon. Alright, so start at the top, put 1 in, just like that. Let me see here. These are the shorters. I'm just going to pour them out for my sake. And then you want to start every other one. So short, guys, and don't crank these down yet, just get them started. Usually after 2 I will just kind of lay them out here, just like that, all the way around, every other hole. So then just run them down till they touch. You don't have to snug them, anything. I'll leave them a little loose for the very next reason. So just run them down so it keeps it in place. Make sure they're not tight. Make sure they got a little play to them. Yep, looks like every one of them's got a little play. Perfect. So you can see here every other hole around. And what that does is when you go to put the barrel, or this will be inside obviously your wheel, tire, and foam, or your tire and foam. When this goes down over it, they are a tight fit. So with them being a little loose, it lets them play a little bit to allow that to go over. Okay, that's not a big deal. They are tight, nice and snug. Okay, and then once you have this inside your wheel or your tire and foam, then you'll go to put your front beadlock ring on. Obviously the ones that you've already got in here are going to go through the wide open holes, okay? And then you'll be able to, there we go, you'll be able to get the longer screws, and then those are going to go through the beadlock ring, through the carbon, and then down into the wheel. So you'll be able to singe that all the way down to create your beadlock on your tire. Guys, obviously we're not doing it with a tire here, but it is not hard. I have yet to mount any that have really fought me. So just know the longer screws actually help you out on bringing the beadlock ring down, and obviously it needs the extra length because it's stopping at the beadlock ring but still going through the carbon and into the wheel itself, the back wheel, just like that. So then you go around and then you snug all the screws down. So now once you've got that, you're able to go around and do the ones that are just holding the carbon on, then just holding the beadlock ring into place. Obviously you want to go all the way around different ways or in a pattern, but you guys get the idea. And there you go. So there is your Sinful Vision beadlock wheels. Guys, you can see we are wide open on the back side for the clearance of portals. They are 1/9s. Let me get a reading here for you. We are 40, well, I'll do it backwards so you guys can see it. Left-handed. We are kind of tough to do it facing the opposite way. Hold on here. There we go. Like 45.8, 45.9 and clearance. And then we are 15.4 to the first little aluminum lip, and then we are 22.3 to the carbon. So guys, like I said, we're 45.87, 45.9 inside clearance here. I run these on F10s. Now, with all the bolts and everything in an F10 portal up top, around the edges and such, you still have to use a larger hub because of that. But if you run and do something like competition style, like I do, I don't use the top screws on my portals. I use just the 3 in the center. Never once had a problem. That allows me to move this wheel in even further, and then it's still great clearance, even with the Vanquish brass on there. So the rears don't have any issues, no problems. The front always gives everyone a fight. But with that being said, guys, I can tuck these in without the top screws all the way to 6 1/4 inside to inside width. Okay, that's extremely narrow. So with that being said, there's a ton of clearance in these. They hold a terrific bead. I've yet to pull one out. I've yet to see one twist. And obviously they're going to come in different wheel faces. We got 3 designs. You see the solid here. We're going to have ones like this right here. It is the detail. So it is chamfered all the way around. Looks very good. That's the green, obviously. And then the last design, let's get a color out so you guys can see, would be this one. And then obviously this is the purple or the galaxy. So we'll have 3 different faces. They'll be available that way. And then you'll be able to purchase the wheels with one set of face, or if you're going for a color, say you've got a blue truck, we're going to put it up as a package. You could do the wheels with all the solid faces, all of the version 2. If I can find the last one. There it is. All of the version 3. So you'll get 4 of each, and that way you can decide which looks better on your truck and once it's built. So guys, these are the Sinful Visions. These will be released here shortly, and these are going to be released in small batches. So the first release is going to be around the 15 mark, 15 sets out. After that, we'll gauge on the sales, and then we'll go more from there, and I'll keep everybody up to date on when they're coming in and when they'll be on the website, okay? So we wanted to make this video to show you guys how to build them, the little tricks that we did, keeping the ones holding the carbon on a little loose while you put the barrel on, and then tightening everything down at the end. All right, thank you so much. I'll get you the other camera, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, thanks so much for checking out our Sinful Visions. They're getting ready to be released here within the next couple days, and then hopefully these tips help you out putting them together. We absolutely love these wheels. They're gorgeous. They're rock solid. They're tough. They'll take a beating, but still look beautiful at the end of the day. So thank you so much for the love and support. We appreciate what everyone does for Corruptcarbonworks, and we're going to keep coming out with new stuff, and we're going to keep collaborating with awesome, great companies in this hobby and bring you the very best that we possibly can. Thanks again for the love and support. We'll see you guys a little bit later.